Hello again, I'm back. This is part 2 of my November 1st video that I'm running. The first one I showed off some clearance stuff that I picked up at Michael's and Joann's this morning. I've mentioned, and I'll mention again in case you didn't see that part or in case I upload them accidentally in the wrong order. On Friday night into Saturday, our neck of the woods here got some pretty heavy rainstorms and then a lot of water and stuff, and we live where we are in particular in town here in rural New Hampshire. We basically live on like a path through the woods that connects to another dirt road that goes through the woods, so we're like doubly way out in the middle of nowhere. And this rainstorm unfortunately flooded a pond that's across the intersection of our road, and when the pond went over, it pretty much flooded the whole thing, and it actually washed out the bottom part of our road, was completely gone, and washed out a part of the dirt road that our road connects onto. So we were stranded for about 36 hours. My husband managed to get out for work on Monday morning before our road officially collapsed, so he was the last person to get out, and then it collapsed. I didn't send my daughter to school that day. We're so far out here that there's no transportation from the school out here. We actually have to get her to a bus stop somewhere else, and without being able to drive, it's almost impossible to get to that bus stop. So I kept her home from school on Monday. The school was fine with it. She's not the only kid that. We have a lot of people this happened to at various roads in town here, so it was an excused absence from the school. And then Tuesday, my husband had to park Monday night when he came home from work. He parked at a neighbor's house and pretty much walked home in the dark, jumping over the river that had become the intersection of the roads, and walked home. So my daughter went to school on Tuesday, but he had to get her over all of that crap and then hike to his car, and the waters had receded a lot at that point, and we had her in her rain boots, and she was actually able to wade through a small part that was just a couple of inches of water. And by sheer coincidence, there was a gentleman there. I drove them down in my car as far as I could because it was pitch black still at this time in the morning, so we could have the headlights. So I was there when they were trying to get over, being the nervous, typical mom, terrified that her baby's going to be swept away forever. So there happened to be a man down there, and I've never met his name, but I've seen him before. He used to walk a dog, and I can only assume that the dog has passed away because the dog is no longer with him anymore. But he happened to be down there checking it out that morning, at 5:30 in the morning. There's a guy out there just walking, and he was on the other side, so he actually took Leah's hand as she was halfway across, kind of helped us get her across, and there weren't any issues. It was barely a puddle at that point where she was crossing, so we were just a little bit concerned. But anyway, so she made it across. My husband got wet, but he made it across. They hiked to the car, she got to school, and they actually, in between, they had them leaving, and that afternoon the town had been out there and had done a temporary repair. So it's been filled with rocks and dirt and so on and so forth, and they smoothed it out. The whole road isn't repaired. It's still like if this is our driveway, this is our road here, and this is the road that it's off. So this part is there's still trees down, so the neighbors that live further out are still blocked in, but we're able to walk to them and make sure that they're okay, and they're all okay out there. But allegedly today the power company's coming to take care of the trees so the town can finish fixing the road, but we can at least get out right where we are, and the road is cut off right after us now instead of right before us, so yay. So anyway, so that's kind of that, and with electricity coming in and out from those trees that are down, bothering some power lines. It's been a long couple of days. We're way out in the middle of nowhere. We're kind of prepared anyway, always, for electricity problems and bad weather, but it's still just a pain in the ass, and it puts everything on hold. So because the road has been unpassable for several days, the mail has not been coming through. So the mail finally came. Someone dropped it off at like 6 o'clock last night, so our postal carrier must have been aware that they were able to get through. I still have a package that's, I don't want to say missing, I still have a package that is out there somewhere that should have actually come on Thursday, and before all of this even started. And I was checking the tracking last night because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I ordered that. And the tracking says that it was undeliverable, and unless I reschedule delivery, it's going to be sent back to the person that the package came from. And it's like, well, that's weird because this was last week before the weather was even weird. We had a road. I have no idea why. Looking at it again. Yeah, so I just rescheduled delivery, so we'll see if that comes today. I hope it does, but I'll have to do another video when that comes in. I'm not going to wait. I want to put my stuff away. So our mail came. I've mentioned in another video that my little sister has decided to get married. Yay! But she wants a January 6th wedding, and you know who has to do her invites, so I have to kind of get started on them if they're going to be in her hands in just a couple of weeks. And as of right now, she still hasn't gotten back to me with the text that she wants on the inside. But we went ahead and ordered via Amazon, which is the only Amazon order that I have outstanding. I have cut these open, but I haven't actually opened any of the packages yet. She likes lace, so we're going to do a die for her. I've got this die from Crafter's Companion. I'm obviously not going to be making little purses for... Oh, it is pretty. It kind of looks like a princess tiara, a crown, doesn't it? So she likes the lace look. I timed it with the Cricut, cutting a card that she had liked with a lace. It took 26 minutes to cut it. That's just not acceptable for me. I have to make 50 of these things in under 3 weeks. 26 minutes a piece is not acceptable to me. So I went ahead and purchased this, and I'll play with this a little bit later today. I have a couple of orders that I need to do, but after, I think that I would like to do this in her main color and then have an insert in white for her text. So this is a lot prettier than it looks online, so I'm really pleased. It is a little bit bigger than I thought it was online, though. She wanted to go, just to save, to make it easier, she wanted to go with an A2 size. Oh, I guess this is not an A2. This is bigger than an A2. This might be more of like an A6 card. No, I don't even know what's it. Maybe a square card. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of something because this is bigger than I thought it was gonna be. We'll have to work on something. I'll have to do some experimenting, but it's very pretty. So hopefully I can come up with something and have something to show you in my next video that I've come up with for her quick wedding invitations. Speaking of my projects, I'll show you what I've gotten. I've been working on some of my Christmas cards using the Sprinkle with Joy set. I had mentioned in one of my previous updates that I was going to make a file for my Cricut to cut some of the decorative things that I want in the card, and I did that. I made a whole stack of them with different background papers. So this is what I've come up with, and the counters and the cabinets and the overhead counters. These are all files that I've made in the Cricut to just mass produce to cut, and I inked a sentiment here up over the stove, a sentiment in the oven, and then I've heat embossed Sprinkled with Joy, and here's the little shaker and the sprinkles, and also the cabinet handles are all Nuvo drops. I'm kind of a Nuvo drop newbie. But I think that I'm having a problem with the black. The black Nuvo drop spits when you first go to use it, so this card obviously is pretty messed up. A couple of spots here. The black one seems to spit when I first go to use it. Even if I quickly make a dot on a piece of scratch paper and then I bring it over, it still will occasionally spit. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. That's the only Nuvo drop that I've been having problems with. All the other ones are perfect. Even this one where I got kind of lazy, I was just kind of experimenting. Even the red, perfect. Everything's perfect, but the black I don't know if it's a defect on the bottle itself, but it kind of spits and it makes a little bit of a smudge. So I'm not super pleased about that. But here's my first stack of personal Christmas cards. I just need to do this like 100 more times or whatever. But I thought these came out really cute. I like the look. That was the ugly one. I like the look, the dimensional look that from the cabinets. These are just flat. I've just inked the sides of them to make them look a little bit dimensional. I really, really like the look of these. I think the next batch I'm going to do some of the gingerbread men and do some gingerbread. The same thing, except it'll be gingerbread men focused. So that was a lot of fun, and it'll go a lot more smoothly and a lot faster now that I have that Cricut file. So I'll stamp out another whole bunch of stamps to start inking in my free time and get working on the next batch. So I was really happy with the way those came out. So that's speaking of my projects. Okay, so the next thing I have is Whimsy stamps. I ordered. I love Whimsy stamps. They do. They do really good sales where their stamp sets are like $5 or something. This one I've cut open the package, and it looks like I accidentally cut open some of the bottom of the bag as I was doing that. Be very careful when you're cutting open your mail. It doesn't appear that I've hurt any of the stamps. I have an eBay store, and for years I've sold clothing on eBay, and you would be surprised how many people will slice open their package with a pair of scissors, and then they'll slice the clothing that's in it, and then they'll write to you and be all like, "You sent this to me, it's ripped, how could you send it to me?" And it's like, oh my god, you ripped it with the scissors. When you cut it open, I can see it. I can see right where in the picture where you're at. No, totally, I would never do that. You know, you sent it to me that way, and now you need to give me a refund. And it's like, no, you did it when you cut it. Be careful when you cut open the package. I just, ugh. Yeah, so what did I do was I cut something, but it doesn't seem like it's affected the stamp. So I got two things on clearance. They were $5 a piece. And I had a coupon code to get, I think it was 10% off of that, 25% off, it looks like, of that. So the stamps were $5 a piece. And here, so it was $10, and my coupon code was $2.50, so my subtotal was $7.50, and the shipping is only $3. That's what I love about Whimsy stamps, is they don't upcharge you for the shipping. Like, I mail stuff for a living. I know exactly how much it costs to ship this. It was probably more like $2.61, but awesome for, you know, this is a nice mailer, and, you know, labels cost money, and so on and so forth. So, great. So, handling charge, perfect. This is not, you know, like $6 where a lot of places, like, oh my god, I'm not paying that in shipping. It's like a nice, reasonable shipping. I love Whimsy stamps, plus I love their stamps. Their favorite stamp set of mine, I have the llama stamp set, which continues to be my favorite. So let's see. Oh, I put it away and I didn't even. I ordered two things on clearance. So I've got this one right here, which is Sweet Stuff, which has got a little candy corn. This is the package I ripped. A little candy corn, but some other kinds of candy, which is sort of like an all year round thing. These are really, really nice quality photopolymer. Really, really nice. And the other one I got is called School Time. Sort of a nice back to school set. So each of these were only $5. Get in there. There we go. Only $5. I love it. This is great for teacher cards, teacher gift tags. It is not remotely the right season. Whatever. This will be perfect next summer when I'm starting to do my back to school stuff. Or, you know, even for Christmas stuff or Valentine's stuff. I'm just kind of looking at this a little bit again. It's really cute. Look at that little mouse with the glasses. It's adorable. Really happy. They sent me a thank you gift, what they normally do. I got a really nice rubber stamp last time. I'm terrible at looking backwards, but I think this says Merry Christmas. I think this is a Christmas stamp. Very cute. I love it. You know what? I'm just going to pop this right into my rubber stamp drawer, which is down and to the left of me. And I'll keep the tag with it so I know who. Very came from. It's very sweet. This is what they sent me last time as thank you gifts. Speaking of my rubber stamp drawer, the last time I placed an order with them. These 2 little rubber stamps, and I took the paper off because I've actually used them already. Just really cute. Really thoughtful. I love free gifts. Okay, so boom. Bring my little rubber stamp drawer. Whimsy stamps out of the way. The last thing I have is Whimsy. Blitsy. Got this box here. I cut it open, but I haven't looked inside of it. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh, I remember now. Okay. So, let me get my thingamabob here. My price list. I love it when your packing slips have a price list on them. A lot of them don't, and it's really irritating. Blitsy does. Okay, so we've got our price list, and I've covered up some info here. First of all, I've got Nouveau Gilding Flakes. I have never, ever, ever used Gilding Flakes before. I picked these up for my sister's wedding invitations. She's decided not to go this route. Wow, look at that. She's decided not to go with the gilding, but I will still keep this, and at another time I will play with it. I did pick up at, ooh, look at that mess I just made. I did pick up at Michael's when I went to Michael's last time. I did grab some of the sticky embossing powder that I think is the right product to use with the gilding flakes. I hope it's the right product to use. Oh, I can't find my duster. Oh, where did I put it? I do not know. Oh, here it is. And my duster. Just clean up really quick. This looks like it's the sort of thing that I don't want all over the floor and on my pet's paws. We have a pet bunny rabbit, and if I'm home, most of her time is spent out of her cage. She's allowed free roam of the house, but she does eat everything, so I am trying to be pretty careful about making sure she doesn't have access to, like, metal. And this duster is great. And look at that. That's all cleaned up. No mess, no fuss. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Oops, some stickers. Clearance. Yes, clearance. They have a very generous clearance department on Blitsy. Just some 4th of July stickers. This doesn't come in any packaging. I'm noticing some of the stickers are kind of ripped and lifted up a little bit. Here's a sticker that's missing completely. Maybe we'll find it somewhere in the order here. Uh-oh, I might write to them about that. I don't think it was very expensive. Simple Sets All-American Cardstock Stickers. It was $1.59 just for these. I'm cheap. Yeah, I might write to them about that, because this will be the second time that I've had to write to Blitsy about something in the order. They're usually pretty prompt, but oh, how pretty. Oh, wow, I'm so glad I got these. Just some sequins. These were also on clearance. The green was $2.12. There's 8 different shades of green. They're iridescent. These are lovely. I love them, and I absolutely love the little container that it's in. I hope that it's a easily reusable container. That's not particularly helpful. Because if I can keep these sequins in this container, that would be awesome. Speaking slightly aside, I did pick up, and I hauled it a couple weeks ago. I picked up this, oh no, I gotta find it. This jewel picker that Jennifer McGuire had mentioned. I don't know if she mentioned this particular brand, or if she just mentioned jewel pickers in general in one of her videos, and then they were sold out forever. Very, very typical Jennifer McGuire. And I did find one, and I did pick it up, and it's got 2 different size ends. We've got a small one, and it's kind of like a tacky gummy material, but it's not like the tacky gummy. It's like a better quality than like the We Are Memory Keepers pickup stick, quick stick here, which I do like, but I don't like how that little flap. I don't like the little flap, and this one's just a flat. This has been, I normally don't rave about tools and stuff. This has been a lifesaver. This even for, I know Jennifer McGuire likes to use it for her stickers and embellishments. I've been using it even instead of my We Are Memory Keepers quick stick for picking up little cardstock pieces as I'm paper piecing. It is amazing. I absolutely love it, and I'm like paranoid / terrified now that I'm going to lose it and never be able to replace it. So I might, if it's on clearance, pick up a spare just to have. So definitely recommend that. I do not know how to get this open. I took off the sticker. There seems to be it seems to be evil. It's haunted or something, or it's evil. Okay. I think if I do manage to get the top off, it's not going to go down as easy. This might be time for me to whip out my color find my little Ziploc bags and transfer all of these into little Ziploc bags, because I don't think that this I don't think that this was made to be reused in the way that I think it does. However, the colors are beautiful. Look at these two in particular right here. This sort of mint and this darker mint kind of pool green color. These are beautiful. I see mermaid cards, this dark olive green, you know, a dark emerald green, sort of a mid-tone emerald green, some sheer pastel green, a nice spring. These are gorgeous, gorgeous sequins. I cannot believe how great of a deal. They had many other different color sets to choose from. I'm definitely going to go back and get more, but I see I also picked up the pink and the purple because these are the most popular color sequins that I use for my shaker cards and for my embellishments, and I did not have any light pink at all, so I grabbed this one. So I've got the green and the pink. I am going to, at some point when I place my next Blitsy order, I'm going to add other colors to it because that's just amazing. And so far, I'm not finding my missing sticker attached to anything else. What do we have here? Oh, we got some more Nuvo drops, which were $2.09, which is an okay price for Nuvo drops. And I like how they come in these bags, just in case. I just grabbed a couple of colors that I didn't have. I have no real plans for these other than I probably just needed a few more things to get free shipping. This is a nice orange color. It's called Ripened Pumpkin. It looks a little bit pastel to me. And here's a nice dark blue, midnight blue. A couple of more Nuvo drops. Love it. I probably won't collect the whole set because there's quite a few and I don't really need that many, but I will try to make sure that I have a nice variety. Let's see, this Oasis paper pack, very summer themed. Oh, this is from Crate Paper, which is a nice brand. I have some of their stamps. This 6x6 pack is $3.59, so it's a little bit more than I would pay for a 6x6 pack of novelty paper, but I believe I got it. Look at that, I could cut those up and make some ephemera. I believe I selected it because of this print here. The little campers. Oh, I just saw them. The little campers. I believe that's the reason I selected it. It's so cute. This was kind of openy in the package, but I'm sure they're all there. Just really cute, kind of novelty paper. I like it. Moving on. We've got a little stamp set, a little Hampton Art stamp set. Oh, yes. I got this because I like this stamp right here. Don't even think about throwing this away. I got this to stamp on the back of my Christmas cards. I saw it and it cracked me up. Let's see how much this was on Blitsy. Janet Dunn clear stamps. The set is called Made with Love. I don't see where it says Janet Dunn. Yes, I do. That's who designed this for Hampton Arts. $4.24. I'm sure I'll get use out of the other things as well, but this stamp in particular called to me. Again, I need more stamps like I need a hole in the head, but I didn't have anything like this, so there we go. Oh, Oasis stickers. These stickers, I believe, Oasis stickers match the paper pack that I just got. These are foamy dimensionals. They're adorable. I will definitely get some use out of these. Those stickers were $2.39, more than I would normally pay, but clearly I am weird. I've got an ephemera pack from Carta Bella. This is not a brand that I'm familiar with. This is called Let's Cruise. This ephemera set was $2.99. I probably won't order much ephemera anymore since I found that really inexpensive pack that I hauled in a previous video with my AliExpress haul. So we have just some, oh, I dropped something already. Already making a mess, look at that. This looks like just like a hole that was punched in something and they put the discards in here. It's got some paper. Oh, there's a lot of it in here. Some just paper from when they were cut. I'm not sure how I feel about this set here. Look at that. They didn't even finish taking the... Goodness. Some cruise, very cruise, well it is Let's Cruise, so it's cruise themed. I'm sure I'll use it. Probably won't buy it again. It's cute. Moving on. Here is another, the last item here is another sticker sheet that is not wrapped up. This is called Under the Sea cardstock stickers. This sheet was $1.79. I think that's a really great price for these cardstock stickers. These are really cute. I love oceany stuff, ocean themed stuff, so I will definitely get some use out of these. This is a great price for a 12 by 12 sticker set, and yeah, it was $1.79 and this was $1.59, and again, this is missing a sticker and some of them are swooshed. This one is perfect. And that looks like everything that is in the box here. I don't know where I'm going to store a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe with my scrapbook paper. So that is everything all together. I paid $30.34. The shipping was free. I'm pretty pleased with everything but the missing sticker here, and I'm not really feeling the quality of this ephemera set, but I'll use it, not a big deal. I'm going to write to Blitsy about this right now before I forget. And that is just about everything. So the only other thing that I had to show you was I hauled a few weeks ago. My daughter and I were in Michael's and picked up some stuff, a mold and some fragrance / coloring stuff to make bath bombs because we wanted to make bath bombs, and we made bath bombs. So the recipe that we used, there was some left over, so we just kind of crammed some into a square little Tupperware, salad dressing container that we had for lunch, and that worked out perfectly. So I'm not sure if these look right or not. We're not cool enough to be the type that can figure out how to now put the two halves of something together. But I've purchased bath bombs that are just a half before, and that's perfectly fine with me. So the color came out pretty. The recipe was easy. However, it was fragranced. It was a colored fragrance oil for bath bomb making that we had purchased. And it smelled nice and kind of fruity as we were mixing it, but I'm getting no scent out of these whatsoever. I'm sure that they will still be a lot of fun to use. So when my daughter has her next bath and uses a homemade bath bomb, I will report back. But it was relatively easy. We let these dry in the mold. It said 24 hours. We kind of forgot about them and had a lot of other stuff going on, so they've been drying for more like 48 hours. They were a little hard to get out of the mold, but whatever. These are just for us. Just something fun for us. I'm sure that she's going to love it, and she's going to be excited when she comes home from school and finds out that I've taken them out of the mold. So that is everything that I have. I'm going to focus some more on catching up with some housework, and I have to make an order of maple leaf confetti for a customer, and then I'm done, and I'm playing with this die for invitations for my sister. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a really pleasant day. Take care.